This is SportsCenter.
Super Bowl's just gone final, so SportsCenter starts right now alongside Trevor Scales. I'm David Lowe. We've got our analyst, Sam Acho, and the coach, Herm here to talk about it. Seattle wins its first Super Bowl title in 12 years and gets a little revenge for that Super Bowl 11 years ago as well, Trevor.
Super Bowl 49, same participants, different result. And again, got the analyst here. So, Coach, let's begin with you. Your main takeaway from a game like this one, when it felt like Sam Darnold just under duress the entire night.
Yeah, and I thought when you watch this game, going into the game, I felt Seattle was a better team. New England gave them a heck of a fight. They have a good defense as well. It was a defensive game. It was not pretty to watch at all for a while. But I think after a while, the Seattle front took over the game, the defensive front. They put a lot of pressure on this young quarterback, May.
Yes.
Didn't let him run a lot like he did against Denver and previous teams. Kept him in the pocket, made him throw the football. And I just thought the turnovers, obviously, were a big factor in this game. And at the end, they ran the ball a little bit better, Seattle. They were able to run the ball to protect Sam Darnold. And they ended up winning a Super Bowl. How about that?
Yeah, and Sam, like the formula felt simple. Lean on the run game that you have and let Sam just complete the balls that he needed.
Yeah, but I want to go back to just the defensive performance by Seattle. It was brilliant. All we've seen really all season long from Seattle has been rushed with four. But what did we see this game? We saw a lot of blitz, a lot of pressure. Devin Witherspoon, a corner, was living in the backfield. And so Mike McDonald did an outstanding job of showing something different than he showed really all playoffs and all season. Seattle's one of the lowest teams when it comes to blitzing, yet this game, there was different players come from different positions.
And I think basically it got in Drake May's head. I mean, he did not have one of his better games. He was rushed. He seemed like he was speeded up, and it affected him. Like, he wasn't good. It got better in the fourth quarter when things were sort of out of hand and he had to cut it loose.
No, that is right. I mean, when you watched him play. But through the playoffs, when I watched him play, his whole idea of playing quarterback was, I can't turn the ball over. And he played that way. And against Denver, he really didn't want to turn over. He just ran. Well, he made a couple runs this game, but Seattle made him throw it. They made him sit in the pocket. If you can beat us throwing, you can win. That was not the case against this good defense.
And Sam, like, it felt like in that first half, to your point, there were a bunch of exotic looks thrown out there from the pressure standpoint. But by the time they got into that second half, it was just rush four. And now all the pictures look even more confusing for Drake May.
That's true. So it's one thing when you can win with blitzing. It's another thing when you can win just rushing four people. Byron Murphy was in the backfield. Derek Hall in the backfield. I mean, everyone on that defense got a chance to eat. And as a defender, there's no better place to be when you know the offensive lineman in front of you is going to be unable to block you. Will Campbell, the left tackle, struggled. Jared Wilson, left guard, struggled. I mean, all across the offensive line, it was almost like a mismatch from everybody on that defensive line position for Seattle. And so, yes, early in the game, we saw a lot of pressure, a lot of blitzing. But then as the game went on, they went back to their four-man rush, their bread and butter.
And they once again took advantage of the left side of the Patriots offensive line. A couple rookies over there. And they just did not hold up against a really good Seattle defense. And we've seen this all postseason with the Patriots. They managed to keep winning. But Drake May sacked 5 times at least in every one of those games, and again, sacked a lot tonight.
Six
tonight.
You sacked 6 tonight,
and
right?
He probably was going to be 7, but that was a pick 6 for the touchdown.
And 7 quarterback hits. So he felt the pressure. I mean, he felt it coming. There's no doubt about that.
And it's interesting, too. It seemed as if that Seattle took a little bit of New England's game plan. New England loves to run the ball, right? They have going into this game, over 150 more rushing yards than any other playoff team. Going into this game, they led all teams when it came to time of possession. But this game, it wasn't New England and Ramondre Stevenson. It was Kenneth Walker running the ball. What was it, 135 rushing yards? I mean, it felt as if the field was tilted downhill every time he had the ball in his hands. And so Kenneth Walker really stood up. 5'9", 212, not the biggest guy, but he's perfect for that outside zone scheme.